Hello friends. This video lecture is designed specifically for class 12 students pursuing physical education. We'll be exploring the importance of training in sports and its impact on various fitness components. Let's get started. Following topics will be covered in this video. Unit 10 Training in Sports 1 Concept of Talent Identification and Talent Development in Sports 2 Introduction to Sports Training Cycle. Micro, meso and macro cycle. 3 types and methods to develop strength, endurance, and speed. 4 types and methods to develop flexibility and coordinative ability. 5 circuit training. Introduction and its importance. Unit 10 Training in Sports 1 Concept of Talent Identification and Talent Development in Sports. Talent identification and talent development are essential processes in sports to identify potential athletes and nurture their skills to achieve high performance. Talent identification. It is the process of recognizing individuals with the potential to excel in sports. Involves identifying physical, physiological, psychological, and technical traits required for a specific sport. Factors considered. Genetics. Physical traits such as height, body structure, or muscle type. Skill assessment. Evaluating motor skills, coordination, and technical abilities. Age factor. Identifying talent at the right age for better outcomes. Physiological characteristics. Speed, agility, and fitness. Knowledge of technical skills related to game or sports. Attitude and desire towards the particular sports. Understanding and perception related to games or sports. Role of the Sports Authority of India in talent search. The Sports Authority of India and the Khelo India program play crucial roles in identifying and nurturing sports talent across the country. Here's an overview of their roles in talent identification. SAI conducts talent identification drives at the grassroots level through its regional centers and partner organizations. Talented individuals are identified through tournaments, trials, and school-based programs. It manages sports training centers such as the SAI Training Centers and Centers of Excellence. Implements programs like the National Sports Talent Contest and National Talent Search Program for spotting and grooming young athletes. Provides financial assistance, scholarships, and stipends to ensure athletes focus on their training without financial burden. Role of Khelo India program in talent identification. The Khelo India Youth Games and Khelo India University Games serve as platforms for identifying exceptional young talent across various disciplines. Identified athletes, known as Khelo India athletes, are provided scholarships, mentorship, and access to top-notch training facilities. The program ensures talent identification begins at the grassroots by engaging schools, colleges, and local communities. Selected athletes receive annual scholarships of Rs 5 lakhs for 8 years, ensuring long-term support for their development. The Sports Authority of India and the Khelo India program play crucial roles in identifying and nurturing sports talent across the country. To Introduction to Sports Training Cycle, Micro, Meso, Macro Cycle. Sports training cycles are systematic planning periods designed to enhance athletes' performance. These cycles are part of the periodization process, where training is divided into phases to achieve peak performance at the right time. What is periodization? Periodization is the process of dividing an annual training plan into specific time blocks or cycles, where each block or cycle has a particular goal and provides different types of overload on the body. This helps to create some hard training periods and some easier periods to facilitate recovery. 1 microcycle. Shortest training cycle, typically lasting 1 to 2 weeks. Focuses on specific goals, such as improving a particular skill, fitness, or recovery. Example: a weekly workout plan with different intensities and techniques. 2. Mesocycle. Medium-length training cycle, lasting 4 to 12 weeks. Comprises several microcycles and focuses on intermediate goals like strength building, endurance, or skill refinement. Divided into preparation, competition, and transition phases. Example: preseason training or off-season conditioning programs. 3. Macro cycle. Longest training cycle, usually covering 3 to 12 months, a year or more in case of Olympic players. Represents the overall training plan, divided into several mesocycles. Focuses on long-term goals such as preparing for national or international competitions. Example: an annual training program leading to the Olympics or World Championships. These cycles ensure that athletes gradually develop their performance and avoid overtraining while achieving peak performance during competitions. Strength. Strength is the ability of a muscle or group of muscles to exert force against resistance. Types of strength. There are 2 types of strength. 1. Static strength. Static strength refers to the ability to exert force against an immovable object or maintain a position without movement. 2. Dynamic strength. Dynamic strength refers to the ability to exert force repeatedly or continuously over a period while the muscle length changes through concentric or eccentric contractions. Dynamic strength is further divided into 3 types. 1. Maximum strength. The greatest amount of force a muscle or muscle group can exert in a single maximal effort. Example: weightlifting or powerlifting. 2. Explosive strength. The ability to exert a maximum amount of force in a short duration. Example: jumping, sprinting, or throwing events. 3. Endurance strength. The ability of muscles to sustain repeated contractions over time without fatigue. Example: long-distance running, cycling, or swimming. Methods to develop strength. 1. Isometric exercises. ISO means same or constant, metric means length. Static exercises where the muscle contracts without changing its length. Example: plank hold, wall sit and pushing a wall. 2. Isotonic exercises. ISO means same or constant, tonic means tone or tension. Dynamic exercises where the muscle changes its length to produce movement. 2 types. Concentric. Muscle shortens while contracting, example bicep curl. Eccentric. Muscle lengthens while contracting, example lowering the dumbbell. 3. Isokinetic exercises. ISO means same or constant, kinetic means speed or motion. Exercises performed with a constant speed of contraction using special equipment. It is combination of both isotonic and isometric exercise. Example: rehabilitation exercises using isokinetic machines. By incorporating these methods, athletes and individuals can enhance their strength according to their specific fitness goals. Endurance. Endurance is the ability of an individual to sustain physical activity over an extended period, resisting fatigue and maintaining performance. Types of endurance. Endurance can be classified into 2 categories. 1. Classification according to the nature of activity. 2. Classification according to the duration of activity. 1. Classification according to the nature of activity. It is further divided into 3 subcategories. A. Basic endurance. It is the ability to do movements that involve a large number of muscles at a slow pace for a prolonged period of time. For example, running, cycling, swimming for more than 30 minutes. B. General endurance. General endurance is the ability to perform such activities which are general in nature. General endurance activities may incorporate high-intensity exercises. C. Specific endurance. Specific endurance is the ability required by a sports person to perform movements of a particular sport in order to resist fatigue. For example, hockey, marathon, or cycling. To classification according to the duration of activity. This classification can be divided into following subcategories. Speed endurance. It is the ability of an individual to perform a movement with high speed to resist the fatigue in activities up to 45 seconds. Example 400-meter sprint. Short-term endurance. Short-term endurance is required for the activities which last from 45 seconds to about 2 minutes. Example 800-meter run. Medium-term endurance. To resist fatigue in activities lasting from 2 minutes to 11 minutes, examples 1500-meter and 3000-meter run. Long-term endurance. Long-time endurance is required for the activities that last for more than 11 minutes. Example 10,000-meter run, marathons, cross-country races, etc. Methods to develop endurance in sports. 1. Continuous method. In continuous method, exercise is done for a long duration without taking rest. So the intensity of work is low. The heart rate during the exercise for an athlete should be between 130 to 160 beats per minute. For fast continuous method, the heart rate of an athlete should be increased about 175 to 180 beats per minute. Example running, swimming, or cycling at a steady pace for 30 to 60 minutes. Advantages. Increase red blood cells in muscles. Increase the efficiency of heart and lungs. In this method, glycogen in muscles and liver gets increased. 2. Interval method. Intervals are given to the player in between the repetition for recovery. The heart rate should go up to 180 beats per minute. And when the heart rate comes down to 120 to 130 beats per minute, again the repetition starts. Example: 400-meter sprints followed by a 2-minute rest, middle distance race, football and hockey. Advantages: enhances both aerobic and anaerobic endurance, increases lactate threshold. If the player is doing any mistake in execution, suggestion can be given during recovery time. 3. Fartlek training. This training method was developed by Swedish coach Gösta Holmer in 1930. So it is also known as Swedish play or speed play. Area of training is hills, river, forest, mud. The heart rate ranges between 140 to 180 beats per minute. It involves varying the pace throughout the run, alternating between fast and slow pace. Advantages: improves aerobic and anaerobic capacity. Speed. Johnson and Nelson define speed as the capacity of an individual to perform successive movement of the same pattern at a fast rate. Types of speed. 1. Reaction ability. The time taken to respond to a stimulus, example, starting a sprint after the whistle. Example: a sprinter's reaction to the starting gun. 2. Movement speed. The ability to perform a specific movement as quickly as possible. Example: a boxer throwing a punch. 3. Acceleration ability. The ability to achieve high speed from a stationary or slow-moving state. Example: a footballer accelerating after receiving the ball. 4. Locomotor ability. The ability to maintain maximum speed for maximum duration or distance. Example: 100-meter and 200-meter race. 5. Speed endurance. The ability to maintain speed for a longer duration without a significant decline in performance. Example: A 400-meter runner maintaining speed throughout the race. Methods to develop speed. Pace run. It means running the whole distance with a constant speed. Example: a runner of 800-meter race covers this distance in 1 minute 40 seconds, should run first 400 meters in 49 seconds and next 400 meters in 51 seconds. This procedure is called pace race or pace run. Acceleration run. It is the ability of a runner to achieve high speed from a stationary position. Example: 100-meter and 200-meter run. To improve the acceleration speed, a runner should perform 25 to 30-meter sprint for 6 to 12 times. The maximum speed should be achieved within 5 to 6 seconds. Required intervals should be provided between the repetitions. Flexibility is the range of motion around the joint or the ability to execute a movement with greater range. Types of flexibility. 1. Active flexibility. It is the ability to do the joint movement for a longer range without any external help. It is divided into two subcategories. Static flexibility. It is usually required by a sports person when he remains in static position, example: diving, sitting, lying, etc. Dynamic flexibility. It is required to perform movement when an individual is doing any activity, for example walking and running. 2. Passive flexibility. The ability to do joint movement with a greater range with an external help. Example: doing stretching exercise with help of prop, accessory or partner. Methods to develop flexibility. 1. Slow stretching. Stretching exercise is done slowly without any jerking movement. 2. Slow stretch and hold method. It is further divided into two subcategories. Dynamic stretching: perform active movements that take muscles and joints through their full range of motion. Example: arm circles, leg swings. Static stretching: hold stretches for 15 to 30 seconds after physical activity to improve flexibility and reduce stiffness. Example: forward bend, seated hamstring stretch. 3. PNF, proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation, combines stretching and contracting of the muscle to improve flexibility. Example: partner-assisted hamstring stretch. 4. Ballistic method. In this method, movement is performed with a great swing and in a rhythmic way to gain the flexibility. This rhythmic way is called as ballistic method. Developing flexibility requires consistent effort, proper technique, and attention to individual needs. For athletes, it is crucial to include flexibility training as a part of their overall fitness program. Coordinative abilities. Coordinative abilities refer to the capacity of an individual to effectively coordinate movements of different body parts in a controlled and precise manner, especially during dynamic or complex physical activities. Types of coordinative abilities. 1. Orientation ability. The ability to determine and change the position and movement of the body in space relative to the environment or an object. Example: a football player adjusting their position to receive a pass. 2. Differentiation ability. The ability to achieve high levels of accuracy and economy of movement. Example: a basketball player using precise force while shooting the ball. 3. Reaction ability. The ability to quickly respond to a stimulus. Example: a sprinter reacting to the starting gun. 4. Balance ability. The ability to maintain body equilibrium during static or dynamic conditions. Example: a gymnast performing on a balance beam. 5. Rhythm ability. The ability to recognize and execute movements in a specific rhythm. Example: a dancer following the beat of music. 6. Coupling ability. The ability to combine movements of different body parts into a coordinated whole. Example: a swimmer synchronizing arm and leg movements. 7. Adaptation ability. The ability to adjust movements quickly in response to changing conditions. Example: a hockey player adjusting to the opponent's tactics. Methods to develop coordinative abilities in games and sports. 1. Skill-specific drills. Practicing sport-specific drills enhances coordination related to the activity. Example: dribbling drills in basketball improve hand-eye coordination. 2. Reaction training. Using unpredictable stimuli such as a ball thrown from various angles to improve reaction ability. Example: reaction ball training for cricket players. 3. Balance training. Exercises on unstable surfaces like balance boards or gym balls improve balance ability. Example: yoga or pilates for static balance. 4. Obstacle courses. Navigating through obstacles enhances spatial orientation, rhythm, and adaptability. Example: agility ladder drills for soccer players. 5. Games with variable rules. Altering game conditions like rules or environment fosters adaptation and flexibility. Example: modified volleyball with a smaller court. 6. Rhythmic exercises. Activities like skipping or aerobics improve rhythm ability. Example: practicing synchronized swimming routines. By incorporating these methods into training programs, athletes can enhance their performance across various sports. Circuit training. Circuit training is a versatile and effective training method designed to improve strength, endurance, flexibility, and overall fitness. It involves performing a series of exercises, stations, in a specific sequence, targeting different muscle groups. Each station typically focuses on a particular aspect of fitness, such as cardiovascular endurance, strength, agility, or flexibility. Key features of circuit training: 1. Stations. A circuit consists of multiple stations, 6 to 12 typically, each focusing on a specific exercise or fitness component. Exercises include push-ups, squats, burpees, skipping, planks, etc. to repetitions and duration. Exercises are performed for a set number of repetitions or a fixed duration, example 30 seconds per station. 3. Short rest periods. Rest between stations is minimal, 5 to 30 seconds, keeping the intensity high. 4. Customizability. Circuits can be modified to suit athletes of all fitness levels and specific sports requirements. 5. Time efficient. Provides a full body workout in a short period, making it ideal for busy schedules. Benefits of circuit training in sports. 1. Improves overall fitness. Enhances cardiovascular endurance, muscular strength, and flexibility. 2. Sport-specific training. Can be tailored to mimic movements or energy demands of specific sports. 3. Promotes weight loss. The combination of strength and cardio exercises increases calorie burn. 4. Enhances recovery. Improves muscular endurance and prepares athletes for prolonged sports activity. 5. Reduces boredom. Varied exercises keep the workout engaging. Example of a circuit training routine. Station 1. Jumping jacks, 30 seconds, Station 2. Push-ups, 15 repetitions, Station 3. Squats, 20 repetitions, Station 4. Plank, 30 seconds, Station 5. Skipping rope, 1 minute, Station 6. Lunges, 10 repetitions per leg. Athletes repeat the circuit 2 to 3 times, depending on their fitness level and goals. Circuit training is widely used by athletes to build overall fitness, maintain motivation, and target specific areas of improvement related to their sport. If you have any study tips or challenges that you'd like to share, please comment below. Don't forget to check out my other videos for more exam preparation advice and tips. Don't forget to subscribe for more insightful content on physical education. Thanks for watching.